We're only 2 days into Season 9 so far, and I can already tell you this season has done some really great things. Tilted and Retail are better than ever. I truly think the Neo Tilted is 100% better than Tilted Towers ever was. On top of that, the transition from 8 to 9 with the storyline and all of these new plot lines we have to look into, it looks like this season could be one of the best yet, and I'm extremely excited. Guys, make sure to drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'd really appreciate that. As a quick reminder, I'm uploading every day covering the latest and greatest in Fortnite Battle Royale, so if you love the game, you're definitely not going to want to miss any of it. If you're picking up the Battle Pass or any skins in the Fortnite item shop, make sure to throw on my code, PineappleZYT. I'd really appreciate it. Shout out to these legends on screen for using my code, and if you want to get a mention on the next video, just send me screenshot proof. Let's start the video by talking a little bit about the combat shotgun. So in case you didn't know, they vaulted the pump shotgun and in its place brought back a new one called the combat shotgun. I'm using it right here in the gameplay. It's semi-automatic, holds more ammo, has longer range. All of that really makes it sound like it would be good. On the contrary though, most people think it's pretty bad, even with the purple and blue variants. I personally don't think it's very good either. I was playing with it a good bit on my stream yesterday, and if you were watching that stream, you'll know that it was not very fun at all to use. I was often getting outgunned by people with gray tacs. So with the meta now, it looks like the TAC SMG might be the way to go until this gun gets a buff or some other shotgun comes into the game. Speaking of other shotguns, there's been a keen discovery on the load-in screen for Season 9. You can see the Stratus skin, which is the purple guy right there, holding the heavy shotgun, which was infinitely better than what we have right now. It had the range of the combat shotgun with more damage. It's still not quite as good as the pump in my opinion, but definitely better than the combat shotgun as it is in the game right now. Could this be a sign of this gun coming back to the game at some point? I mean, why would he be holding that if it's not even a gun you can use in the game, you know? Makes a little bit of sense there. I personally sure hope so, because we need a shotgun in this game right now. The TAC shotgun is literally the best thing. Definitely let me know your thoughts on the shotgun situation in the game right now. It looks like most people are saying that this shotgun needs to be buffed heavily because it's pretty weak. It's also wildly inconsistent. It just doesn't seem to get the job done whenever you need it to. I didn't mean to go on a big rant, but definitely let me know what you guys think about this. I'd love to hear it. You can see in a second, I walk right up to this guy and hit him point blank for 73, pretty much in the torso, the upper head area. Shotguns should do more damage than that at that range, period. So let's move on to more storyline related topics for the rest of the video. Let's start with Bunker Jonesy. I've seen a lot of people asking, how long was he in the bunker? You know, how much time actually passed? Because we are several years into the future here with Season 9, and it's a burning question, just how far into the future are we? Just by his physical appearance, it seems like many years and definitely seems like a long time. I mean, he's got a beard that stretches down to his ankles. That is incredible. I saw an unbelievable Reddit post today, and I just had to share it with you. This comes to you courtesy of user SnooSnoo420. Trust me, all the math checks out. I did my research. I tried to see if this was real, and it seems for the most part like this is pretty accurate, and it essentially is a breakdown of how long his beard is and how long it takes hair to grow. By using math to figure out exactly how tall Jonesy is, and then how long his beard is, the calculations come out to somewhere around 8.5 years that Jonesy was in that bunker. It goes without saying to take this with a grain of salt. Just because the math checks out doesn't mean that's what Epic intended, and truthfully, it could be any amount of time. It does, however, help to give us a sense of exactly how long he might have been in there. He should be 100% dead. There's no way anyone would survive off of a banana smoothie for 8 years. That's just absurd. That aside, 8 years is a pretty small amount of time for the future to upgrade so rapidly like that. I mean, think about it. Every single place in Fortnite was modern when he went into the vault. When he gets out, there's 2 places in the game that look like they belong in the year 2200. Of course, those places being Mega Mall and Neo Tilted. I'm pretty sure you got that, but just clarifying. In 1970, they thought by the year 2000 that we would have flying cars. In 2000, they thought maybe by the time we're almost in 2020 we might. It's going to be so long before civilization ever gets to the point where it looks like this. So it's kind of blowing my mind how technology advanced so fast in Fortnite over just a couple of years and only in specific locations. I mean, I know why these places changed, is because they got hit by the volcano, but it seems like the technology could be used to transform other places like Salty, Fatal, and Pleasant. Bunker Jonesy has a tattoo-like object on his arm. I mean, he gave it to himself, but I don't think it's actually a tattoo. It might be just some paint, but regardless, this is what it says on his arm. "I'm bananas." That's some kind of a play on him eating Peely, of course. That's crazy. I don't know what that means, but if I had to guess, maybe he's literally a psychopath after being in that bunker for 8 years. He had to eat his best friend. Maybe he's trying to pay homage to his friend with this tattoo, but either way, this is kind of creepy. "I am bananas." Yeah, you are. You just ate Peely, man. R.I.P. That was our great long-lost brother. The start of this season has been one of the most intriguing of all seasons out there. This guy's hiding in a bunker, just comes out many years in the future and just sees civilization has advanced so far so fast. If you've got any theories or any ideas at all about Bunker Jonesy or the future or how technology advanced, by any means, please let me know in the comments. I love to hear your theories. I always love to hear your ideas. I saw another really cool Reddit post, and I wanted to share it with you as well. This comes to you from user Derpy Dino. He says, "What if the loading screens for Season 9, he's referring to the first 2 loading screens, which I'll show you in a second, tells the story of what happened between the time Bunker Jonesy and Peely went into the bunker to when they got out. The first loading screen, with the 2 Raptor variants, look as though they are fighting something or someone above a hot place, with ashes under them. There is also a lot of players landing, and Tilted is one of the most popular POIs to land at. Could this show how Neo Tilted was made?" For some reason, this just really clicked with me. If you watched my video yesterday when I covered everything when it just came out, I said, the weeks 1 and 2 loading screens for Season 9 seem to be a little confusing. You don't exactly know what's going on. Maybe that's because they are telling the story of what happened while Bunker Jonesy was locked up in the vault. I personally believe that makes a ton of sense and is unbelievably realistic. The loading screens always mean something, and they always are important for the storyline's development, so I fully expect this to mean something. I expected it to mean something anyway, but I think this makes a lot of sense and could very easily be the backstory behind those 2 first loading screens. Just lots of people fighting, battling it out. Even with that logic though, it doesn't exactly explain how Neo Tilted and Mega Mall were built. It just shows what people were doing, at least for some of the time Bunker Jonesy and Peely were locked up. I really just can't wait for a week or 2 weeks from now, whenever it is, that data miners are able to leak the week 3 loading screen and then the week 4 loading screen. I know I've said this in the video already, but I truly believe Season 9 could easily be the best season for the storyline. I think it's already started out that way. It might be the best season start to a storyline. Obviously, it's objective and opinionated, and you guys might not share that same viewpoint, but I do think that. Another really interesting point that I didn't cover in yesterday's video is the fact that Tilted Towers, or should I say Neo Tilted, appears to be getting powered up by the vault in Loot Lake. Even though the main purpose of this vault, at least as far as we know, was to be the source of the unvaulting event and to have that portal to get down to vote for the drum gun to come back, it's also got a purpose here in Season 9. You can very clearly see lots of energy surging through this tube, and if you follow this tube all the way to the end, you get to Tilted Towers. I did it again, Neo Tilted. Whatever source of power they're taking and extracting from Loot Lake to power up Tilted, it's gotta be some kind of insane power source to power up a futuristic city like Neo Tilted. We know that the vault has a portal underneath. That's how we were able to travel to that dimension to have the unvaulted event. Is it possible that they've channeled another destination and they're pulling energy from further in the future? There's no power source on the main Fortnite map that would be futuristic enough to actually give Tilted all the power it needs. This is just hurting my brain, honestly. I want to find some answers out. I really want to, because this is interesting. This is the most into a Fortnite season storyline that I have been in a long time, right from the start. And I really hope you guys share that same passion. I love the Fortnite storyline. I think it's amazing. Epic does a great job. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video and you want to see more. And also be sure to leave your theories, comments, suggestions, ideas, or anything else. I read every comment and I do my best to reply to as many as I can. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.